Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. It's about that time. Let's go take that walk and see what's in the fridge today.
Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. I appreciate everybody taking a little time to check in and see what's going on with the beer today. Today's beer comes from Shorts Brewing. These guys are in Michigan. This is their psychedelic cat grass. Guys, their beers are not available here, but these guys have produced a ton of different beers. I got a feeling they've been in business for a while, because when I go to look at the beers that they produce, the list is a mile long. So got a feeling these guys have been in business for a while and produced quite a few beers. The biggest fuss I've got about these beers, and I have reviewed some of their beers. I've had people send them to me before. This was sent to me by Mike before I go on any further. And Mike, I appreciate it. The biggest fuss I've got about their beers is they don't date them. Even if it was available here, don't have a date on an IPA, this guy's not going to buy it. So I do appreciate him picking it up and sending it to me. And he sent a little note here. He says they are doing some interesting beer. Some are hits, some are misses. I have found that out from what's been sent to me so far. This is the second year they released this beer. This is Psychedelic Cat Grass. Pretty bizarre name. Real colorful label they put on the bottle. He says it's a May release, but there is no date on the bottle. Ding! That's the biggest problem I have with what they're doing. And like I said, some are hits, some are misses. So I don't know what this is going to bring to the table. But he tells me it's a May release, and today is the 9th of June. So still should be pretty fresh. ABV on this one is 7.6%. And he tells me it's a triple dry hopped American IPA. So a lot of hops been put into this beer. So I don't know whether to expect a New England style or what style I'm going to get here on this one. But we're about to find out. So with that being said, let me step over here to Untapped and see if they by chance have IBUs, and they are listing it as 72. So up there into the IBU range. It's getting to the point now where a lot of breweries aren't giving us that information, which, depending on your brewing technique, it could or could not be relevant to the taste of the beer. Commercial description here says Psychedelic Cat Grass is a triple dry hopped American IPA brewed for Hop Cat. Aromas of pineapple, mango, and grapefruit accompanying the brews. Slightly hazy, pale orange color, and lasting white head. The dry finish is preceded by a balanced flavor of tropical fruit and bitter hops. Sounds very, very tasty, guys. But a lot of times these commercial descriptions are pretty accurate, and sometimes not so much. So we're going to find out here what I think of the beer. So that is it. We've got the commercial description, we got the ABV, we got the IBUs, and according to Mike, he's telling me it's a May release. So, first beer of the day for me. So let's get the cap off of this bad boy. I bent this thing the other day, and it's still not back to where it should be. Trying to open up one of those wax-covered bottles, which I despise. Well, maybe it'll work. And you got to bend the damn opener up to get into the bottle. I got a problem with that. I'm not a fan of wax on beer bottles, guys. I've told you that 100 times. Maybe I need to get a damn chainsaw to open up those. So, here we go. Well, not quite so fast. Let's see what we're going. Now we're ready. And the sun's coming through the blinds there. It doesn't look too awful hazy to me. Maybe there's a little haze in the bottom of the bottle. Well, like I said, sometimes the commercial description is pretty accurate and sometimes not so much. Don't look hazy to me. This is definitely not a New England style. These guys are in Michigan, so not so much so hazy, huh? Pretty clear, nice amber color. See the light right through it, guys. So, not hazy, like you said. Slightly hazy. Not mine. Alright, guys, finger of head on that pour. Good looking beer. Let's get it to the nose. Very nice hot presence here, guys. Citrusy. Slight hint of some oranges and grapefruit. The oranges seem to be more prominent than the grapefruit on the nose. But I'm getting hints of both. Slight hint of some pine. Maybe a little bit of tropical fruit notes. So let's dive in and see what's going on. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Mike. It's a decent beer, guys. It is rather tasty. And I'm getting basically the same thing on the taste that I was getting on the nose. Hints of pine, grapefruit, and oranges. It's a very nice, strong hop presence. Being triple hopped, I would hope it would. But sometimes you don't know until you put it to your lips and find out for yourself. And before I go off camera, like I said, pretty sure these guys have been brewing beers for a while, and they want to be in that game. We can have a date on it. And he tells me he didn't see anything on it. Well, it's sweating. I'm not going to be able to see anything on it, but I'm pretty sure these guys are not dating the bottles. Maybe. Well, I take that back. I do see some black writing on it. So it's hard for me to see. We're going to look at that. They may have got a date on this thing, guys. We've got something stamped on the front of the bottle that I can't read, but we're gonna investigate that just a little bit further when I come back. So let me sip on this. It's right out of the fridge and let her taste it, and we'll inspect that bottle a little closer when I come back. All right, guys, I'm back. I've been sipping on it for a little bit. It's a tasty beer. I will give it that for a triple hopped IPA. Very tasty. I looked at the bottle when I got back, and it does have a packaged on date. The day is smeared off, but it says 05, whatever the day is, 18. So I'm going to tell you, I'm glad they're putting that on there, but like Mike said, it didn't have a date. He couldn't see the date on there either with the beer in the bottle. So just like Lagunitas and a lot of the other brewers that use that black ink on a dark brown bottle that you can't see with the beer in there, they need to change the ink color. Make it bright enough so you can see the damn date on it while the beer is in the bottle. Duh, don't take a rocket scientist to figure out you can't read that with the beer in the bottle. So, duh, get your head out of your butt. We can't see the date with the beer in the bottle. I just don't get that. I just don't get that at all. Let's write a black ink on a dark brown bottle. Yeah, that's the ticket. They don't have any idea what the date will say until they open it and they drink it. So, if it was available here, it has to have a brighter ink. I don't buy Lagunitas beers. They are sent to me by the brewery, and I appreciate them sending them to me, but I'm not spending my money on it when I can't read the date on there. Same for this. If it was available here, I would have to be able to read that date. And if you can't see it with the beer in there, not going to buy it. So, but it is a tasty beer. So I appreciate Mike spending his money on it, even though he couldn't see the date either. And I couldn't see it till the beer was poured out of the bottle. So, it's a tasty beer, guys. Very nice hop presses. Grapefruit, pine, oranges. Nice tasty beer. It's definitely, to me, it seems more of a West Coast style than anything else. So I enjoyed this. This is a very tasty beer. Got enough ABV, alcohol content. It's got a very nice mouthfeel. Nice beer. Final chug. To be honest, guys, this is one of their better beers. It's definitely worth picking up if you can figure out the date on it and make sure you're getting a fresh one. You would not want to pick this up when it's 6 months old or older. So, with that being said, change the color of the ink, guys, there at Shorts. We want to be able to read that date with the beer in the bottom. So that's enough of that. To me, guys, I'm going to give this, it's a tasty beer, guys. It's a 9 out of 10, and it would probably even be a little bit better than that if I could read that dating code on it with the beer in it. So I'm going to give it a 95 right down the middle. Definitely worth picking up if you can get a fresh one and can see that it is fresh. So let's run over to Beer Advocate. They say 4.25. Awesome numbers from those guys. They say it's outstanding, and I wouldn't argue with that. I mean, it's a very, very tasty beer to be a triple hop beer. You're getting that hop profile that I like with that much hop addition that's been done to it. Over to Untapped, we'll wrap it up, and they say 4.06, and that's in the lower scale. That's an A- from those guys with those numbers. So I'm in the middle of the road there. I did enjoy this beer. So Mike, once again, thanks. I do appreciate it. And guys, if you've had this one, the Psychedelic Cat Grass, let me know what you think, guys. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.